Hello, my name is Alejandro Gonzalez Lopez, and today I'll be teaching you all how to install Linux in your device. The version of Linux I'm going to be focusing on this installation is going to be known as Soaring OS. It's really good for beginners. We're going to go ahead to the Soaring OS main page, soaringos.com, and we're going to be downloading the ISO image. This will open your BIOS and give access to choosing a bootable device. Choose your flash drive's name or the name of your ISO image. So we're going to go to the main website. We're going to click on the blue button on the top right that says download. It will redirect us to the downloading page. You can choose three options. We're going to have education version, core edition, and pro version. We're going to be focusing on core since it's like the default version. Now we're going to move on into creating a bootable device. In this case, I'm going to be using a USB. This is what I recommend. As you can see right here, this is my SanDisk USB. It should be a minimum of 4 gigabytes. Now we're going to need software to install our operating system in order to burn the ISO image into our USB. We're going to be downloading Rufus. This is software that is really good to just make it easy, quick, and simple. You don't really need to tweak any settings. You can download it from the main page. You're going to install it, you're going to run it, you're going to plug your USB in your device. Then you're going to select it, and you're going to burn the ISO image. Before you do this, I recommend you to move any files. If you just bought it and it's clean, empty, it's good. But if you use these USB for other purposes, I recommend you to take away or make a copy of these files, because what this is going to do is going to delete everything from that USB and it's going to install the operating system. Now, once your USB has become a bootable device, you're going to plug it, you're going to unplug it, and you're going to plug it back in. You're going to reset your computer. And as it starts resetting, you need to press the S key. It might change depending on your system. You can try other common keys like F2, F10, or delete key, as different manufacturers use different keys. Now, I recommend you to install it with safe graphics, because usually this avoids any errors you might have in your installation. Usually what you avoid is any crashes, any errors, any not full installations per se. Sometimes the installation of the operating system is not going to install fully and you're going to have problems later down the line. So I recommend you to do safe graphics. It's going to avoid you all those issues. Now we're going to move on to drivers installation. You can try the operating system if you feel unsure. If you want to tweak any settings, see how it works, see how it runs, if you like it, if you don't like it. If you're sure moving forward, you can just go ahead and just do the straight installation. Now we're going to be moving to partitioning and setup. You can choose to keep your old partition, and what I mean by this is your old operating system, but I would recommend you do a full installation. So delete all your partitions and just go straight up with the new operating system. Now, we're moving on to basic configuration. As of now, your operating system should be installed. Connecting to your network. Click on the lower far right corner where the Wi-Fi and sound symbol will be and choose your network and connect to it by entering your password. Apps. Your new operating system will come with some good apps by default, but at some point you'll need to install others, such as a browser, for example. You can either use a command such as sudo apt install Firefox, or you can even get them from the software store. Backups. It is a good practice to set up automatic backups. You'll learn in Linux, and it's more than likely something might go wrong, or by accident you might delete something important for your system. You can access the backups or download timeshift, whichever you prefer, or if so desire, you can do a command. However, this method only backs up files, not system snapshots like timeshift. User. A user should be set up by now, but you can always create a new one using sudo user add example user. It is a good practice to have multiple users for a division of tasks, improving on security by avoiding running everything under a single privilege account. Update. Ensuring the system is fully updated is essential. Soaring OS, like most Linux distributions, relies on a package manager to deliver updates. You can update the system graphically through the software updater or by using the terminal. Commands such as sudo apt update and upgrade Both ensure your system stays up to date and keep it secure with the latest security patches. Customization. Soaring OS is a bit limited in terms of customization, but you can change your wallpaper by clicking on the Soaring logo, clicking on Soaring Appearance, and from there tweaking as desired. Troubleshooting tips. Though a clean installation means the operating system was installed successfully, we can always encounter with our fair share of issues. Some of the most common issues with a fresh new install go as follows. Software installation. It is important you familiarize yourself with package installation in Linux. However, if at any point you have trouble installing a package, you can run a command such as sudo apt fix broken install driver issues. Missing Wi-Fi drivers is pretty common. If your device cannot detect wireless connections, you can check missing drivers through software and updates, then go into additional drivers. This tool detects proprietary hardware and suggests compatible drivers. Installing the recommended one usually solves the issue. Users may experience low resolution, such as myself, screen tearing, again, just like me, or performance drop. Switching to the proper NVIDIA or AMD driver using the additional drivers menu typically resolves these problems. This has been my guide on how to install Linux. I just want to say thank you for watching. Bye bye.